Today we are playing 60 Seconds Randomized. Okay, so new game. How about survival? How about yeah, okay. Day 1. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stock shelter we have ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Time to ration. Nah. You expect a nuclear explosion would be enough to quench any petty arguments. When the future is not looking too pretty and all you see is naked walls, not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened. We started fighting like crazy. Okay. Okay, so Day 2. We're done fighting, but for how long? There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Timmy seems okay as much as he can be in a current situation. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Time to ration. Nothing. Looks like the area is eradicated. Irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Nah. Play a game, they said. It would be fun. They said never mentioned picking what would be so much trouble. Once everyone is hungry, then I'm gonna. Once everyone is hungry or thirsty, then I will give them food or water. We thought playing the science game would be a good idea. The science was too annoying, and we quickly stopped. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last long. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Water. There. And now. Man, just our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our house right now. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? Nah. Day 3. Mary Jane has been awful silent today. This is very unlike her. Should we try talking to her? Yes. Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking alone seems to do the trick. Ted is no longer thirsty, Dolores is no longer thirsty, Timmy is no longer thirsty, Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Nah, no supplies. Nah, blah 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 blah. Nah, actually, you know what? It's still, the contamination is still strong. They could still get radiation sickness. Nah. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were so sorry sight and were surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could. Water, food, or medical supplies. I think we have too much food. I want it to be perfect. You know what, should look at okay, versatile. I think food is easier. So yeah, that's why I chose the food. Ooh, a radio. The visitors were in tears when we gave them what they asked for. We survived the nuclear apocalypse only to be nearly strangled by tankful refugees. Hoax can kill, you know. Luckily for us, they decided to continue their journey to get somewhere safe before the sun set. As they were about to leave, one of them presented us with a portable radio. They would not take no for an answer and soon left, waving goodbye until they disappeared amongst the rubble. Ted is fine. Time to ration. Nah. The contamination, that's just the same thing as yesterday. No. We're always steered away from casinos, gambling dens, and the like. So when a man came to our door and told us he used to be a gambler, we were suspicious. He invited us to play a game. He posed a 2 water bottle bet in a card game of our choice. Nah. We died? No, we didn't. Okay, everyone's fine. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Ted is really thirsty. Dolores can't remain thirsty for long. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Fine. Water. Yeah. That's the first thing. No. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it, but what about the children? What about it? They can't get to you. Of course, we can die. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians, which isn't that much better. Oh. Either way, they're foreigners and we couldn't understand what they were saying, not a word. How disappointing. Ted isn't 30 anymore, Ted is hungry. Okay, everyone gets food. That was just yesterday. matches is never a good idea. Doing so in a tiny underground shelter is probably even lower on the good idea scale. A few matches later, and we ended up with flames licking up on one of the walls. Time is short. We need to put it out and save our supplies. What do we save? This and this. No, the radio. Who needs a Boy Scout handbook? Okay, so today we need a source of information. We went to the radio first and were able to grab it before it was engulfed by flames. Unfortunately, other supplies weren't so lucky. We need to evaluate our losses. Ted is no longer hungry. Dolores is no longer hungry. Everyone is no longer hungry. No. Yesterday, no. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on a doorstep. There was no note on it and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? Okay, we gladly accepted this sudden gift, and despite our suspicion, it turned out it was just a regular tomato soup that we all know and love. Thank you, kind stranger. Plus something. Okay, so everyone needs water. Water? There you go. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If only we had a chance to tune in to some emergency radio broadcasts and learn a thing or two. Okay, so what did we learn? Okay, data. Double digits. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fire outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Everyone is no longer thirsty. Nothing. It seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not. We won't know until we go out. Yes. Timothy. Okay, yes. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker. Or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. But, however, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Radio. I had forgotten what that is called. Good news! The government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Ted is hungry. Everyone is hungry. Except Timmy. Take away them. There. Okay, so you. Shotgun? No. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Probably someone else. We also need supplies. Okay, so everyone wants water? Yeah, everyone wants water. Water. We had phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, the phone booth on our street survived the bomb somehow. It seems it's ringing right now. We should send someone to answer it. Urgent. Ted? You don't need Ted. Oh, he came back. Okay, when we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the callers. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when they called. Their call was cut off short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Dolores, okay, everyone wants to eat. No. Dolores wants to eat. Dolores wants to eat. Okay. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside the door. We're not sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Yeah, sure. I may have cooked myself. Oh no! I didn't. Oh yo! We got an axe! When we peeked outside, we were greeted by a group of high school students. They were well equipped and looked like they could take care of themselves. They questioned us about enemy combatants. In the area. We couldn't help them, but they were happy to leave one of their spare axes with us in case we needed to defend ourselves. When we asked why would they help us, they replied, "It's what Wolverines do. Plus one axe." Dolores would really love to eat something. Again, stop being a big back. Here you go, more soup. Stop being a big back. Okay, what was that? Did the radio static stop for a second? Let's try tuning in on the signal. Okay. Oh no, wait! Okay, so notebook. Nothing. We could hear nothing but the annoying static. Better luck next time. Okay, so everyone wants water and Mary Jane wants some food. Okay, so water for everyone and some food for them. Okay. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we will get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here and doesn't seem like it will get any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? What? It's the only thing we can do. Hopefully everyone doesn't die. No one dies, I mean. Oh no, we have ran out of water. finally have a good use for the bugs when we walk down. It probably smells better than we do. So we can use it to become a bit more presentable. Smell-wise anyway. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Okay. Only Ted is hungry. Ted, get hungry. This looks more annoying than silence, and that's all we're getting from our video. No music, no talking, nothing. Is there anything we can do with the video to make it work again? We sure know staring at it won't help. Sure. No, wait! Okay. No! The video! Well, that didn't go so well, and we broke the dang thing. Technology changes so fast these days, so it's hard to keep up. We need the radio anyways. Okay. So, nothing anymore. Nothing. Yesterday during surveys, we learned that Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell anti-establishment avianism, and it has left Dolores sorely disappointed. She insists on home, or rather shelter for Mary Jane Road. Sure, and down here. Await further instruction from the military. Okay, await further instruction from friendly wastelanders. Okay, I'm done. Is that? I finally got it. Okay, so now... Oh no, Timmy's in now. Dolores does not mess around. What started out as a swimming exercise has quickly found its way to a math revision, was followed by a short physics course, and ended on tinkling with random objects in the shelter. Mary Jane looks exhausted, but we can't deny the state of our shelter has improved today. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe as us now. We're not alone outside the shelter. At first, it seemed like the creature stalking us was about to get itself a tasty dinner. To our relief, it turned out to be a friendly monkey. It joined our expedition. Are you sure we should get that? At one point during our expedition, the monkey started making weird sounds and beating in front of us with a stick. A quick investigation revealed a few bottles of water. No one even tried to open them. The same couldn't be said about the bottles of booze lying next to them. While scouting the wastelands, we stumbled upon a ruined pharmacy. Most of the medical supplies were already missing or were damaged during the explosion. But we found an untouched lock in the back of the shop. We decided to blast it open using some gunpowder from our ammunition. It worked. Okay. Dang it! We really like that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. Where is water when Ted needs it? Okay, so Dolores has to drink something. Timmy should eat something. Timmy is really tired. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Okay, so we need water for Ted, Dolores, and Mary Jane, and Timmy should eat. Okay, so do that. Timmy, you don't need. Okay, yeah, that's what you need. Okay, so no. Nah. This was the time when we went. No, the state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should risk it and go out. After all, you only live once. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? Nah. The day has come. We can't. Wait, what? No! It can't be any of the kids. So, probably Big Ben. Yeah. The day has come. We can't keep lying to ourselves. The shelter isn't big enough for all of us. Someone has to leave and make their own mark on the radioactive wasteland. But who? Yeah, this one. The Big Bad. R.I.P. Big Bad. Okay, so bye, Ted. You will be missed. You are sure you'll just be fine. You'll be just fine. Not even worried. Mostly. Timmy needs food and water. Timmy the Big Bad. Okay, so everyone needs water, and Timmy also needs food. RIP our water supply. We need some more water. Dolores, you have to say this. For isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something has been making a lot of noise since dawn, and we couldn't sleep. It seems to be coming from under the floor, coincidentally, we found a manhole that we could use to go down and check what's going on. Okay, yeah. Check it, because they need to sleep. Everyone needs to sleep for the expedition tomorrow. We went down with our hearts in our throats, but nothing happened. We found a tiny plastic rock. The noises were gone after a while. Hopefully it will stay that way. Okay, so only Timmy is hungry. Timmy, you need food. There you go. Okay, so Dolores has to go. I think we need that. Wait, stop. Oh, never mind. Maybe far? Probably not far. Okay, Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she will make it back safe and sound. She got an axe. Nothing. Mary Jane is still tired. Let's give her some time to recover. Timmy is no longer hungry. Timmy has rested. Time to ration. No one needs anything. Okay, so it's difficult to keep our spirits up in this situation. We hope this whole mess will be over, or else we might end up in a place much worse than its cozy shelter. Now kids have to listen to this. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, so it's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. Mary Jane is still tired. Let's give her some time. Oh no. I think everyone's dead because we have no water. So a young man locked on our door today, asking for help. She said he had been watching us for a while and he believes we're good and decent people. Although he hoped we would meet in different circumstances, he could really use our help now. The mission is rescuing his twin sister who went missing while trying to infiltrate a nearby bandit camp. He promises it will be worth our while. Reggie, you need to go. You can save this family. I think everyone's... Oh my god. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. They found the girl, drew her weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. Crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again. Okay, so yeah, this family is cooked. Everyone needs water. Quick. Okay, the only thing I can do is give you food. The last time we went on an expedition, we noticed an abandoned tank just sitting there out in the open. It looked damaged, but maybe it contained useful supplies. Maybe, shall we send someone to investigate? Okay, so people are still alive. I thought people would be cooked. No! The last thing we expected was a giant explosion. We could hear the debris falling from the sky and hitting the sad remains of our house. The tank must have been booby-trapped or contained volatile explosions. Why did we do it? Why? No more amazing. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need him to give him water now. No more water. He's gonna die. On our way back from the last expedition, we noticed some drawings on a half-ruined wall nearby. It was a very crude map of the town, and one place was marked with an X. There is someone's secret stash of soup. So shall we go and check? Sure, yeah. Okay, people are still alive. I think No. Okay, we're lucky to have spotted that map. The spot marked a small hiding place, and we found some useful supplies there. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. Some tried to break in while we were away. Even though the invaders camping on their door was all there for us, they did not manage to get in. We need to take additional safety measures next time, since our padlock is too damaged to offer any further protection. No more. A family would never visit a bar, never ever, unless it was the apocalypse and we were out of food and water. And we just happened to run into one of those establishments. Guess what? We did. Who would have known that tomato soup used to be such a popular snack in the bar? We found a few cans and took them with us. From what we could tell, the atomic blast interrupted a poker game. Those poor bastards are not likely to be finishing that game anytime soon. We can still use their cards to entertain ourselves. What we found a set of checkers on one of the tables. What crazy people play checkers while drinking beer? We returned from the expedition, but our axe didn't make it. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores is really tired. Lack of water drove Timmy insane. He opened the shelter door and ran away without looking back. He's not likely to return. No more Timmy. Okay, you need food, so here goes some food. Okay, so we can't give anyone. Go out. Our patience is very thin. we thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there is any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness and their owner started growling in the most terrifying way. We only had moments to decide what to do. We don't want her to die. Okay, we're still alive. Okay. Oh no. A quick shot with the rifle was more than enough to scare away or maybe bring down whatever creature stalked us in the darkness. We never saw it again. Goodbye. Dolores needs to eat. We got more food. We're a big bag. We can't bring anyone else to the big inn. A sleazy looking trader carried an equally scruffy bag on her shoulder, paid us and did it. He offers us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? Sure. Hopefully something good. I heard a cat. Oh, yeah, the cat. That's my bad. Oh, yeah. You're up here. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently stretch, emitting screeching hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. Terrified, when the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and suddenly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sharikov. Is that his name? No more can. Look back. It can't give you water, but it can give you food. Ooh, yes, perfect. No. A group of doctors knocked on the door today, requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kits. We didn't doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Shall we help them? We can't. Okay, 4 more days until sure. It doesn't look like you're in good shape. What is this scam? They're not even real doctors. No way we're giving these cooks anything. Dolores is no longer hungry. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. We can't give her water. It's about time we choose someone to scavenge. The revenge of a town in search of supplies. Who will be? The wastelands await. Oh yeah. Sure, yeah, that. Okay. Okay, so we're done with that, so yeah, now I guess we're done. Hopefully no one dies. Okay, she came back with water. Yes. Oh my gosh! Thank you. Dolores is on her way back to the center. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. We're glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We thought that the metro station could be a good spot to scavenge for undamaged supplies. It turned out someone came with the same idea. There's a group of people living down there. They use bullets as currencies. They're no bandits, but they keep to themselves. They told us to have a look around if we wanted to. We wouldn't pass any opportunity to get some more water, so when we found toilets, we did not hesitate to fill as many bottles as we could to that murky, irradiated liquid. What a treat! 2, 1. During retreat, we lit a fire to warm up a bit. It wasn't long until we had a few bandits standing next to our fireplace. Demanding we give them all of our supplies. In a sudden rush of adrenaline, we decided to toss a few bullets into the fire. What followed was a barrage that sent those bastards running with their pants on fire. In their haste, they even forgot a few of their belongings. Dang it, we really like that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. This last expedition got us thinking. Maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out. But if we found a solid space and scavenged enough parts, maybe we could build a vehicle on our own. We'd better keep an eye out for those on future expeditions. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores is really tired. Fine, this is the last of our food. No, so we can't give anyone outside. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we just discovered a secret door. Where did it lead? No idea, but let's find out. Take that one. Okay, we're still alive. Okay, so... Okay, so... There's the map. We figured the best way to be sure nothing and no one jumped us inside the mysterious room was to bash the door open and start firing. When the smoke was gone, we were able to assess our observation. The room was empty. We hit nothing but the walls, and we barely dodged one ricochet gone bad. Dolores had been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Sorry, nothing. No. Shavikov seems to be fond of a checkerboard. Its favorite game during stretches of extreme boredom and silence and distraction in its shelter is pushing the checker pieces off the table as it gazes intently as whoever happens to be sitting in the closet. The sound of checkers hitting the floor every 10 seconds is getting on our nerves, and we're considering taking the game away. Should we let Shavikov close to checkers? Sure. Actually, no. No. What happened to Shavikov? Where's the checkers? When denied entertainment, Shavikov managed to somehow break the checkerboard in two, a difficult and impressive feat considering the distinct lack of opposable thumbs. It is sad to see our beloved checker set go, but we're safe. Better the checkers than any of us. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. Okay, so we can only give you some water. That's it. No. Shavikov sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happened we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that the owner is still alive, and a trip to the wastelands is always risky. Should we go outside and check the address? Yes, of course. We need food. We need food there. Shavikov? Okay, I guess Shavikov left. I guess. We grabbed a new fluffy fence for a little stroll through the waste, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shakes. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they'd be looking for it. A family belonged to a dear old man who loved it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Sherikov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, so maybe it's for the best. Okay, so Dolores is starving. Okay, so yeah. We can't do anything about it. The twins are back and they need our help again. The group is getting pretty big and they start pinning a small cap on their own. They already showed a place and is about to start, but a lot of the people got injured in a recent radio attack. They're asking for meds so they can nurse their group back to health and get to work as fast as possible. Okay, here you go. Hopefully we don't die. Look, we didn't. Okay, so they were very grateful for our help. We are sure they will put that first aid kit to good use. It's nice to be able to help others from time to time. Maybe they will let us visit their camp when it's finished. Maybe they will even throw a housewarming party. That would be delightful. We haven't attended one of those in way too long. Minus one medkit. Dolores Dolores is starving. Oh my gosh, you could leave. But now we still have no food. Go! We need food. We're closed up in a tiny shelter and the supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have some supply in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of your family is the most important thing in the world, right? I'm starving. No, we're starving. We only got one. We have to do this for the family. It had to be done. We really don't want to mention it again. So how about we talk about something else? Soup, perhaps? There has to be some water left. Okay, so the race has very strength left. Okay, so you can get water, but no food. There you go. Ooh, you? How about the gas mask? Nah. Actually, wait. I should probably give her the map so she knows where to go. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right person to go outside. There's only one person to go outside. There you go. Hopefully she survives. No! To our surprise, we found Shavilok back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care or appreciates our kind hearts, optimism, or just a stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Okay. Dolores is on her way back to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. She has one map. We never expected a band of religious fanatics to cause us trouble. Who would? As it turned out, cults turned our shelter into their temple. They tried to reason with them and strike a deal, but they... Okay. The only offer we got was to become human sacrifice to the deity. We considered it politely and declined and set out to find a new home. Surviving the apocalypse is no easy task. We can tell you that much. We held up for 52 days. Day one. Number one. all of us are safe. Number 5, widow's mite. Number 6, winner takes all. Number 7, language lesson. Number 8, the world is on fire. Number 9, unknown benefactor. Number 10, nuclear fallout has gone. Number 11, made contact with the military. Day 13, unexpected call. Day 14, Wolverines. Day 15, radio sections. Day 17, problematic radio. Day 18, great expectations. Day 18, bullseye. Day 18, Planet of the Apes. Day 19, Ted left the shelter. Day 20, the neighbors downstairs. Day 23, reunited. Day 24, an unexpected tragedy. Day 25, graffiti. Day 25, visitor bar. Day 25, sister singing away. Day 28, lock the door. Day 30, out of the bag. Day 31, house call. Day 32, underground. Day 39, bullseye. Day 40, secrets of the shelter. Day 41, flanking. Day 42, following the trail. Day 43, paging Dr. Ted. Day 44, the dark side. Day 45, then back again. Day 52, evicted by religious moods. Okay, so donate first aid kit to the twins and the injured parents. Okay. Assist other survivors with a rescue mission. Make contact with other wastelanders. Await further instructions from the military. Awaits further instructions from friendly wastelanders. Okay. We have lost, I think. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching today's video.